For our book club dinner, I thought I'd make some sort of finger foodie type things that we can eat easily, have on plates, and be having our discussion at the same time. So I'm going to start off with things that we're going to bake in the oven. And I thought I'd do stuffed tomatoes and stuffed chili peppers. The chili peppers, when you bake them in the oven, they get, the sting is removed. I guess it's like chunking. So you still have the flavor without too much of that kind of the pain. So what we need first of all is some olive oil. Just drizzle that onto my baking sheet. Now let me show you how to do the chili pepper. I found these really nice ones at Hyalu. They're long and very flavorful. You can also use jalapeno peppers. You can use a sort of short fat peppers. Anything that will sort of keep a shape and allow you to stuff something inside, right? So what I'm doing, taking my chili pepper and trying my best not to handle it too much. Use a very tiny knife. See how it's going to lie flat on the baking tray. And just cut a slit in the top. I'm trying your best not to get fingers into the chilies. I've got a little bowl here to pop things in. Get the little pepper. Try and get as much of the seed out as you can, because the seed is where the beastly pepper is, and you know, you don't want people to be choking. So I'm just going to take a spoon and pull the seed out. Right, so I've got rid of pretty much all the seeds. Clear that out the way. Frighten the seeds of chili peppers. They're really, really intense. Right. Now, so what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to put them face down in the oil, face sideways. Then I'm going to put my tomatoes on next. So I've got here whole tomatoes and I've cut out the middle. I'll just show you how to do that, right? So take a sharp knife again, cut the top. You're going to want to keep the top. Then using your knife, go about 1/4 of an inch close to the edge and make a little circle. Trying not to pierce the skin at all. And then, let's have a bigger spoon. This size spoon is better. Into a bowl. Just bring all the tomato pulp. Now keep the pulp because we're going to use that a little later, right? With the hats on. And then basically just drizzle a bit more olive oil on there. Like that. And I'm going to put these in the oven to bake for about 20 minutes at 375 degrees, quite a high heat. So while those are cooking, I'm just going to make all the sort of stuffing-y things to go inside the vegetables. And for that, I've got lots and lots of different bits and bobs, right? So here I have some red onion and feta cheese, garlic and Solomon Gundy, which is a Jamaican smoked herring dish that's very delicious, quite salty. Of course, a little bit of shado beni and some chopped up tomatoes. I've got some goat's cheese and I've got some chive. All right, first of all, I'm going to put a good handful of capers on the chopping board with a nice sized pinch of shadow benny and chive and a good pinch of garlic. And I'm basically just going to come here and give them a little chop up. I got the idea from these stuffed peppers from a cooking show in England called The Naked Chef, and well, he uses quite different ingredients, but this is a kind of Trini version of that, and because they're totally delicious. Right, so into my bowl I'm going to put all this lovely mixture. Then I've got about a cup of feta cheese, which I've chopped up quite small, or you can crumble it. And I've got that in olive oil. So I'm putting everything in there. And then here I have 1 red onion chopped up very finely. So I'm actually just going to use about 1/4 of that. And some of my tomato juice. And about a heaped teaspoon, maybe 2 heaped teaspoons of Solomon Gandhi. Take a fork and just mix it all up. That's really good. Some pepper, not too much. You'll still have some sting in the chilies, so don't use too much pepper. Some salt. Give it another stir. And put that aside and wait till your tomatoes and chilies are cooked. With these vegetables, you're going to keep the olive oil that they cooked in because it's really, really delicious olive oil. I've got a nice plate here. And I'm going to pop my tomatoes on first. Be very gentle with them because until they're sort of cold, they won't be particularly firm. And then I'm going to get my stuffing mixture and I'm just going to pop that in there. Put your little caps on. And then, of course, when you're serving it, you can put a little sprig of basil in the middle of the cap or something. For my peppers, which you can open up, a sort of small amount of this goes into the pepper. And then onto the plate. And basically, these are essentially ready to be served.